Right. So yeah, I can't really remember why I was building these farms. I got a feeling it's something to do with the oil refineries. Excuse me. Because I was going to build an oil refinery. So, I'll show you quickly. We'll just jump into creative if it doesn't crash. So this is the oil refinery, and what it does is it drills it. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. It goes into the floor. It does stuff, and you get different fluids out. The reason we need this is I'm pretty sure you need it for the rocket that we need to go to outer space. Maybe I can't remember. Got too many mods, but you have to build like a pump and stuff like that for it, which is fine. And then I can't remember why I did it, but apparently you can only get crude oil from crushed raw tungsten. That could be mined and you can get crude oil, right? Which is I think is on different planets, so that doesn't help us. But this way the crude oil can be drilled. The only way you can get crude oil in this world is down here in bedrock. So what you have to do, which is another pain in the backside, is for crude oil you need to have one of these, and it's a scanner. So what you do is you put the scanner in, you power it, it doesn't matter how fast or slow it goes, you put your goggles, and then it says scanning the surface, right? So basically this is looking for ores that have crude oil in. Now whilst that's doing that, it's not going to find anything. If we go bedrock, no, what's it called? We're going to have to find it because I don't know what the block's actually called. It looks like bedrock and it's found in bedrock, but it's not bedrock. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit weird. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Also, we need to go and beat up the dragon. We need to go beat up some withers. We need to get our enchantments on all our gear. We need to go and find our netherite to get netherite armor. All that kind of stuff. But I just want to show you the block if I can find it. It literally looks like bedrock. Now I'm hoping it might not have it there because we added it after. And I think if you add different blocks after the world's been generated, is that it? No, magmanite. You have to then go out of the area to find those ores. Which is not a problem. Here it is. So it's an oil deposit. So this is the block that is still scanning. That's the block we're looking for. So now I think if I do that and we turn this back on, Scan again, you douche. I'm not sure what this scan's up to, what the radius is for it. It's going to be used to locate crude oil deposits. Yeah, we know that. Right, so the compass will change and it'll tell you where it is. Cool. So it should 3 blocks distance. Right, okay, so it's telling us where it is. However, it's not moved. Anyway, so we found it, so it's there. That's where it is. We know it's there because we put it there. So if we do this and turn the time, I've forgotten how to keep it to daytime in the world. So if anyone knows that, please let me know. I think what you got to do is do like a machine invalid. Is do something like this, and you got to make it, and I don't know. This is where all of this stuff kind of beats me because I have no idea how to make it into a machine. But these are the things you need to make it turn into an actual machine. So if anyone knows and wants to help out, then great. Because at the moment I don't have a clue on how to do it. But what we got to do is we got to make one of these, okay? And to make one of these, surface scanner, click on that. So we're going to need heavy plate, which we don't have. And then to get a heavy plate, you need a steel ingot. To get a steel ingot, you need some weird, I don't know, I don't understand this because it says molten. So it's just lava, right? Okay, that's fine. But look, I'll show you. So steel ingot. I think this is the only way you can get it. So then you need to make a steel spout. And then a block mold. So ingot mold. And then apparently all you do is put clay into a cutter. And then this is what you get. So it's massive. It confuses me. So let's do clay. That's not how you spell clay. That's how you spell clay. We'll do that. We'll get 64. Then we'll get a saw. Not that saw. What's it called? Is it cutter? There. Stone cutter. So we'll stick that down. I'm pretty sure. Right, so that does do that. So block, we need ingots. So if we do this, so we got the ingots now. I don't know how many. How many do we need? I think it's just one. Is it one of those makes one of those? Because if that's the case, it's going to take ages. So cast iron. So we need to make cast iron ingots. Cast iron. That's why I've got my coal. That's to make cast iron. We're getting somewhere now. So iron and that makes that. Right. Okay. So we can make cast iron. That means we can make. So is that just a basin? Right, okay. So cast iron with cast iron pipe, I guess, it's just going to be flat. Right. They're not pressed, are they? No, they're just mixed. Okay. So, should we make one in creative and then go over to... Right, so we're going to need... Right, let's get rid of all this. We need a mixer. We're going to need a basin. Or a basin. We are going to need a blaze burner. We are going to need a creative blaze cake. Just to keep it burning because we don't want to mess around with it. We are going to need a spout, which is cast. Oh, no, we're going to make that so we know how to make it. So we're going to need iron. We'll do 64. And coal, which is 64. So that should be enough to make the... and a depot. Like that. Right, oh, and a motor. And a cog. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick that there. I wish I'd turned mobs off. I don't know why I didn't, because I'm an idiot. We're going to stick this here. Go on top. There. And that's going to... That's the wrong one. That's the right one. So that's right there. And then we're going to stick this on top. And then that can go there. And then that can go in there like that. Speed it up. Stick the blaze under there and put one of them in. So that's going to stay alight forever. And then we stick these in. We stick these in. And that gives us our cast iron. So we'll let that do that. We need a crafting table. What do you want? Hmm? Like that. We need glass. Like that. And we need to make a pipe. How do you make a pipe out of these then? Like that. So we've made a pipe. Now we need, I think it was like this. And like this. No, maybe the other way around. Oh. Okay, so it's framed glass. Okay. So that's it like that. Then we've got another basin anyway, so we'll stick that there. So then that goes there. We'll stick this on top. Oh, okay. That's a bit weird. Like that. And we're obviously going to need something coming out. So what goes in there? Maybe you click the mold into that and then you put lava in it. But it says molten steel. So that's going to be a bit of a bum. Okay, so we need our template. How did we get out? Ingot mold, ingot mold, ingot mold. I swear we made one, but I must have got rid of it. mold like that. So I guess that goes. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we've got we've got that sorted. So now we need. So we're going to need a source of lava. So we're going to need. Let's do. Let's do this. And then pump. And then spout. And then mechanical arm. Like that, and a depot we're going to need. So what we need is how are we going to do this? Do we need a tank? How are we gonna an item drain? Industrial blasting does it. No, we're gonna use an item drain. It looks like it will be quicker. So we have an item drain there. I guess we're gonna need a pump that is the same as cast iron. Steel cast iron. So that goes in there. That goes in there. We need a wrench. Like that. Then we're going to need pipe. Like that. I guess we're going to need a pump that goes like that. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. We might not be able to do it like that, but we'll check. Do a shaft like that. Now I'm just going to put a motor on there. We can figure out the logistics later. So that should suck up into there. I don't think it's going to work like that, unfortunately. No. So it won't go in. So what we need is a spout. So we're going to need a depot here. And a spout on top. And then this can literally go to there like that. Then the bucket goes on there. And then it runs across here, I think. Okay, I can't. There we go. No? Let's try this. That goes, and then... Oh, right. So maybe we need... Maybe we need a belt to push it along. I'm not sure. Like that. Just stick that there now. Buckets. I don't know why that just gave me 64. $16. So then we need, in order for that to be picked up off of there. Hold on a sec. Is that going to work like that? Yeah. And it gets thrown off. Where did that go? Oh, it went up there. So maybe that works. So then can we... If we put a depot there, will this then get filled up? Did you see that thing? He just died. Idiot. No, so that doesn't work like that. So how are we going to... Okay, let's take that out of there. And what we'll do is we'll bring it round that way. We'll put the depot there. Like that. So what we need is a couple of buckets. Mechanical arm. Take that off. Let's take that off. Let's do it this way. Stop being an idiot. So, pump. Like that. That will pump out. Like that. Then we don't need that there. That can come off. And we can put a gearbox on here. Like that. Actually, we don't even need to do that. We can literally just put a cog straight onto this belt. That's going to do it anyway. And turn that round. That's going to suck that out there and put it in there. So then, what are you looking at? Then you need to... Mechanical arm needs to... take, deposit, and take. And we can stick that there. So now we just need to get this running. So we're going to need a gearbox there. That can run from there. Twist it. Twist it. That'll do. One of those will do. One of the new ones. Like that. like that. And then we can just put one in there like that. So that's running all of those. That doesn't need to be there. That's running all of those. Now we just need a way of running this one. Like that. So we could put this there. That there. And that there. So that's running that. Right. Questions. Why is that not turned into a source block? That will turn into a source block when it's on the game anyway. So that does that. So that should go along. Empties in there. And it will move along to there. So that's not going to go anywhere because that's full. So what we could do, can we get a tank? Casting tank? Tank. Steel fluid tank. We can't do steel fluid tank. We could do just a normal fluid tank. Let's see if this will work. It does. Right, so that's fine. That's going to do that. We're going to just use a just one of these for now, just so it works. Fill that up with lava. So that's going to be infinite. That's how it's supposed to be. Right, so this arm is a problem. So take items from there, put items on there. There it goes. Nice, that's going to keep doing that. Set time to day. And now we need one of these, I think. Not sure how this works. So molten steel. That says lava. Molten steel bucket. Molten steel. Wait. How do we make that then? It's molten steel. So the only way you can make molten steel then is industrial blasting. But why would it have item draining? Okay, so we need coal, coke, dust, and blasting mixture. Crushed raw iron. Lime sand from limestone. Bro, this is so fucking... There's so much you have to do on this mod. It makes no sense. There's no point. How's it going, buddy? There's just no point. And limestone, you can't make limestone. You have to go and find it. And that is just stupid. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. No way. Just to make blooming cast iron. This is where I get annoyed with the mods, because they make it near enough impossible just to get everything automated. Create is meant to be, you automate everything so it's easy to use, right? This ain't easy to use, so you can't use normal lava. It has to be a certain type of lava in there. So basically, what I'm trying to make is a scanner. This thing. It scans for oil ore, crude oil, which then this machine will take out. That's not too bad to make. It's quite easy. That's fine. That's not a bother. Then you got to make this stupid thing I got in my hand, a mold, and you can't put it in here or whatever. It just doesn't work. And then all of that just to make literally a steel ingot. It says that, and it doesn't say, it doesn't tell you. It just says molten steel goes into here, and then I'm pretty sure you put the mold in, and then it does what it does, but it won't do what it does because you need this molten steel. So if I do go away, annoyance. Move. So if I do that and then stick that in there, and then that needs a pump, doesn't it? So you know what, we'll get rid of that a second. We'll get rid of that a second. We'll stick that there. Just so we can put the pump on it. We'll stick the pump there. And then we will connect it back. And then we'll stick that in there. So that's going to pump the metal round like that. We'll obviously take that out. And put this on. Like that. So you do all that. I still can't do it. It still doesn't... There. We've got it in. I think. Molten steel. So then, how does it work? It doesn't explain itself. It says molten steel with what? Just, it says 1 bucket's worth, right? Then that goes in there, and then a steel ingot. But how do you make the steel ingot? It doesn't tell you. There's no recipe that tells you how to make them. I don't understand. But as soon as you put steel in, like, all of the stuff to do with steel is here. Even though if it's an ore, it would be here. Coal, deep slate, iron. It's not none of them. We know what they are. We've got lead. Nickel. Lithium. Raw glowstone. Raw tungsten ore. Moon glow. Yeah, it's all. These are all different planets. So I just don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, see, tungsten ore makes tungsten ingots. Doesn't make steel. So I don't know how to do it. It doesn't say. This is a block. No idea. Let's see. So I just want to test something quickly. See, even that didn't work. It's not doing anything. There's no way of there's no way of putting power to it. Yeah, I don't know. Unless it's like that. I don't get it, mate. And I don't think YouTube has anything. Wait, hold on. What mod are we doing this from? The factory must grow. Looking at you. So there's a video.
And we're putting it into a casting basin, not a regular basin.
Right.
So
That's what it is. So it needs to be in a casting basin, not a regular basin. Um, there. Right. So that does that. Right, so we know how that works. But how's he
This one
using...
has some steel in it. It's just waiting to solidify. Only the front has a shaft, and you put the gas.
How's he getting...
front, and that'll turn it into a coke oven. All right, so we're gonna feed our coke oven with some coal, but there's two things we need to do. We need to pump out our creosote, and we also need to pump out our CO2. So the CO2 comes out from here, and the creosote is gonna come out from here. All right, so now that we're pumping up the creosote and the CO2, we're gonna see our progress continue to increase. So once this gets to 100%, the coke will be ready, and there we have it. So we get 20 coal coke for each unit of coal that we put in. So now the process just starts over. So although we get all this creosote from the coking process, it's actually enough to power these low-grade fuel engines, which in turn are strong enough to power the pumps that evacuate the CO2 and the creosote. Still, we get too much creosote, and eventually the tank will fill up. So what you can do is you can place a flare stack and just burn off whatever extra you don't need. Alright, so once we have our coal coke, we simply crush that down into coal coke dust and send that into the blast furnace. So you can see here, I'm also sending in blasting mixture, which is just a mixture of the crushed iron ore and the limestone dust. So I'm just mixing that together to get the blasting mixture. So how do we build a blast furnace? So
That's all well and good. Like, yeah, you know, he's doing it and he's showing you, which is good. But he's saying, you need to, in order to keep it going, you need crushed raw iron. How the hell are you going to get crushed raw iron?
So first off, we have aluminum, which is very easy to produce. The process is simply finding some bauxite, crushing that with crushing wheels, and then taking the crushed aluminum and smelting it, and we get aluminum ingots. So this is the simplest process. Up next, we have plastic. So to get plastic, what we need is we need some naphtha. So we get naphtha from the third highest level of the distillery, of the steel distillery in this tank now. We build a blast furnace and we feed it with blasting mixture and coal coke dust. So let's look at how to make the coal coke dust. Well, to do that, we crush some coal coke. So how do we get the coke? Well, we have to make a coking oven. So what we do is we feed in some coal to the oven, and we're gonna get some coke, some carbon dioxide, and some creosote, which is a low quality fuel, and it's a byproduct of the coking process. Okay, so that covers how we get the coke, but there was another component. How do we get that? How do we get the blasting mixture? The blasting mixture is just lime sand and crushed raw iron. So the crushed raw iron is just normal crushed raw iron from Create, but the lime sand actually comes from crushing limestone. So this is added by Create the Factory Must Grow. You just put the limestone into the lime sand. Once you have all those components, you put them.
Yeah, so it just, you have to go and find it, and I don't agree with that. Like, you have to go and find limestone. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Maybe we could just skip the oil. Maybe we don't need any of that kind of stuff. We can make circuits, so we got all of that. We could do all of that. We can make the spaceship, so we can do the rocket. And we can do the plane. Yeah, okay, so also what I wanted, This suit. Jetpack, no. No, I don't know. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go walk the dog. But I'll be back a little bit later. Take care, everybody. Remember, as always, stay safe.